హాయ్ అండి, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నా పేరు శివ. ఈరోజు ఢిల్లీలోని ఎర్రకోట మీకు చూపించబోతున్నాను. ఇదేనండి ఢిల్లీలోని ఎర్రకోట. ముందుగా నేను ఎర్రకోటకు ఎలా చేరుకున్నానో తెలియజేస్తాను. స్థానిక రవాణా సౌకర్యాలైన సిటీ బస్సు, ఆటో, మెట్రో ట్రైన్లలో ఇక్కడికి చేరుకోవచ్చు. నేను హజ్రత్ నిజాముద్దీన్ రైల్వే స్టేషన్ దగ్గరలో రూమ్ తీసుకున్నాను కాబట్టి సరై కాలే ఖాన్ నిజాముద్దీన్ మెట్రో స్టేషన్ ఇది పింక్ లైన్లో ఉంటుంది. మజ్లిస్ పార్కుకు వెళ్లే దశలో మనం మెట్రో ట్రైన్ ఎక్కాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఈ ట్రైన్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ నెంబర్ 2కి వస్తుంది. అక్కడి నుండి లజ్పత్ నగర్ అనే స్టేషన్ దగ్గర మనం లైన్ మారవలసి ఉంటుంది. వైలెట్ లైన్లోకి మారాలి. ట్రైన్ మారడానికి కూడా మెట్రో రైల్వే స్టేషన్లోనే నడవలసి ఉంటుంది. బయటికి ఎక్కడికి రోడ్డు మీద ఎక్కడికి నడవలసిన అవసరం లేదు. లైన్ మారడానికి కూడా మెట్రో స్టేషన్లోనే అన్ని ఏర్పాట్లు ఉంటాయి. లైన్ మారేటప్పుడు ఆ లైన్ పాదం గుర్తులు మనకి ఆ ప్లాట్ఫారం కేసి దారి చూపిస్తాయి. లాల్ ఖిల్లా అనే మెట్రో రైల్వే స్టేషన్లో దిగి గేట్ నెంబర్ 4 ద్వారా బయటికి వెళితే మనకి ఎర్రకోటకు దగ్గరగా ఉంటుంది. మెట్రో స్టేషన్ బయటకు వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఈ విధంగా ఉంటుంది. ఈ వీడియోలో నాకు సాధ్యమైనంత వివరంగా ఎర్రకోట చుట్టుపక్కల పరిసరాలు, అదేవిధంగా ఎర్రకోట కూడా చూపించాలని నేను ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాను. ఇదేనండి ఎర్రకోట. ఎర్రకోట ఎదురుగా మనం ఉన్నాం. అప్పుడు ఎర్రకోట చుట్టుపక్కల పరిసరాలు అంటే ఎర్రకోట ఎదురుగా ఉండే పరిసరాలు మీకు చూపిస్తున్నాను. ఒక చుట్టూ తిప్పి. ఇదిగోండి ఎర్రకోట పరిసరాలు ఈ విధంగా ఉంటాయి. ఆ ఎదర ఏవో దేవాలయాలు, హిందూ దేవాలయాలు కనపడుతున్నాయి. నేను ఇక్కడ ఎర్రకోట చరిత్రను వివరించడం లేదండి. ఎందుకంటే నేను కోట లోపలికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఒక గైడ్ని పెట్టుకున్నాను, హిస్టరీ గైడ్ని. ఆయన ఎర్రకోట చరిత్ర గురించి వివరిస్తారు. కోటకి ఎదురుగా కందకం ఉంటుందండి. దీన్ని ఇంగ్లీష్లో మోట్ అంటారు. ఈ కందకంలో నీళ్లు ఉండి ఆ నీటిలో ముసళ్ళు ఉండేవట ఆ రాజుగారు ఉన్నప్పుడు. ఇప్పుడు అవన్నీ పోయినాయి. కేవలం గడ్డి మొలిసి కాలువలాగా ఉంది. ఇంకా అదైనా మనం సంతోషించాలి. మన చక్కగా ఆ మోటు కప్పడిపోకుండా, మూసుకుపోకుండా పరిరక్షిస్తున్నారు దీన్ని. భారతదేశంలో ఇది ఒక యునెస్కో వరల్డ్ హెరిటేజ్ సైట్, అంటే ప్రపంచ వారసత్వ సంపదగా గుర్తించబడిన ఒక ప్రదేశం. ఇది టికెట్ కౌంటర్ అండి. భారతీయులకు అందులో ఎంట్రన్స్కి 50 రూపాయలు టికెట్ ఛార్జీ. అందులో మ్యూజియం ఉంటుంది. ఆ మ్యూజియం చూడడానికి 30 రూపాయలు. మ్యూజియం కోట కలిపి చూడడానికి అయితే 80 రూపాయలు. ఉట్టి కోట మాత్రమే చూడడానికి అయితే 50 రూపాయలు. ఇది భారతీయులకు మాత్రమే. ఫారినర్స్ ఛార్జ్ వేరే ఉంటుంది. 15 సంవత్సరాల లోపు పిల్లలకు ఫ్రీ, ఉచితం. మ్యూజియం అక్కడ మాత్రం 30 రూపాయలు చూడడానికి అవకాశం లేదండి. ఎందుకంటే కోట లోపలికి ఎంట్రన్స్ టికెట్ కూడా ముందు 50 రూపాయలు తీసుకోవాలి. 50 రూపాయలు 30 రూపాయలు కలిపి 80 రూపాయలు తీసుకోవాలి మన మ్యూజియం చూడాలంటే కనుక. ఇది మనం టికెట్ తీసుకుని లోపలికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత కనిపిస్తున్న దృశ్యం అండి. ఇది కూడా మోట్ కందకం ఇక్కడి నుంచి కూడా కనిపిస్తుంది. గోడలు చాలా ఎత్తైన, చాలా గ్రాండ్గా ఉన్నాయి. గోడలు ఎత్తైన గోడలు కనిపిస్తాయి మనకి. ఇక్కడి నుంచి అలా ఎదరకు వెళ్ళాలి. ఎదరకు వెళితే మనకు కనిపించేదే ఆ కర్టెన్ వాల్. ఆ కర్టెన్ వాల్కి ఒక ద్వారం ఉంటుంది. ఆ ద్వారం నుంచి లోపలికి వెళ్ళాలి మనం. చూడండి గోడలు ఎంత ఎత్తు. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎంట్రన్స్ అవుతున్నామండి. ఎంట్రన్స్ అవుతూనే మనం వీడియో తీసుకుంటూ ఎంటర్ అవుతున్నాము. ఈ విశాలమైన ఎత్తైన గోడలు, విశాలమైన గోడలు, పొడవైన గోడలు, అలాగే ఆ ఎంట్రన్స్ ఆర్చులు ఇవన్నీ కూడా వీడియో తీసుకుని ఆస్వాదిస్తున్నాం. ఇదిగోండి కోట ఎంట్రన్స్. ఈ ఎంట్రన్స్లోకి మనం ప్రవేశించబోతున్నాం. చూడండి ఆ ద్వారం ఎంత పెద్దగా ఉందో, ఆర్చ్. చూడండి అక్కడ ఈ కందకం మూటలోకి దిగడానికి మెట్లు ఉన్నాయి అక్కడ. అసలు నాకు కోట గోడకు ముందు ఈ కందకం ఎలాగుంటుంది, ఈ మూట ఎలాగుంటుంది, ఇది ఎంత వెడల్పు ఉంటుంది, ఎంత లోతు ఉంటుంది అని తెలుసుకోవాలని నాకు చాలా ఆతృతగా ఉండేదండి. ఇప్పుడు నేను స్వయంగా చూస్తున్నాను. చూడండి ఆ కోట ఎంట్రన్స్ పక్కన 2 పెద్ద పెద్ద ఫిరంగులు కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు మనం కోట చూడండి, అది ఎంట్రన్స్ దగ్గర 2 గేట్లు కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఆ గేట్లు దాటి ఇప్పుడు మనం లోపలికి వెళ్తాం అన్నమాట అండి. చూడండి ఎత్తైన దర్వాజా, అలాగే ఎత్తైన తలుపులు, ఎత్తైన గోడలు. ఈ ఫ్లోరింగ్ అంతా కూడా చాలా మటుకు రినోవేట్ చేసినట్టుగా కనిపిస్తుందండి. అది పాత ఫ్లోరింగ్ పోయి ఉంటుంది అక్కడక్కడ. పోతే కనుక ఇది యునెస్కో వరల్డ్ హెరిటేజ్ సైట్ కాబట్టి పరిరక్షణ కోసం అన్నీ కూడా చక్కగా మెయింటెనెన్స్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇది కూడా మనం ఇప్పుడు చూస్తున్నాం, చూసారా, ఇదే మనం చూస్తున్న కర్టెన్ వాల్. ప్రధానమంత్రి ఇక్కడి నుంచే మనకు జెండా ఎగరేస్తారండి. ఈ మెట్ల మీద ఎక్కుతారు, అక్కడ జెండా ఎగరేస్తారు. అయితే భద్రతా కారణాల రీత్యా ప్రస్తుతానికి ఈ ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు జెండా ఎగరేసేటువంటి గోడ మీద మనని సామాన్య ప్రేక్షకుల్ని, సామాన్య విజిటర్స్ని ఎవరిని కూడా అక్కడికి వెళ్ళనివ్వడం లేదు. చాలా ఎత్తుగా, చాలా గ్రాండ్గా ఉంది ఇది. ఎందుకంటే ఇది రక్షణ కోసం కట్టారనమాట. అంటే వెంటనే డైరెక్ట్గా కోట దూరంలోకి డైరెక్ట్గా ఎంటర్ అవ్వకుండా ఉండడం కోసం ఈ విధంగా కట్టారు. ఇది ఒక కర్టెన్ వాల్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు దీన్ని కర్టెన్ వాల్ అంటారు దీన్ని. ఈ కర్టెన్ వాల్ నుంచి వచ్చి ద్వారం ఇది. కర్టెన్ వాల్ నుంచి వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడి నుంచి మనం లోపలికి వెళ్తాం. ఇది ఒక వరల్డ్ హెరిటేజ్ మాన్యుమెంట్ అండి. అంటే ప్రపంచ వారసత్వ సంపదగా గుర్తించబడిన ఒక సైట్. మనం ఇక్కడ గేట్ నుంచి లోపలికి వెళ్తే మనకి ఇక్కడ షాపులు కనపడతాయండి. ఇక్కడ 2 పక్కల షాపులు కనపడతాయి. కింద వరుసలోని అలాగే మీద వరుసలో కూడా మనకి షాపులు ఉన్నాయండి. ఇక్కడ షాపులు, వ్యాపారాలు షాజహాను ఈ ఎర్రకోటను కట్టించినప్పటి నుంచి కూడా ఉండేవాడు. అయితే అప్పుడు బంగారం, వెండి, వజ్రాలు, ఆభరణాలు వంటివి కూడా ఇక్కడ అమ్మేవారండి. ఇప్పుడు కింద పక్కన మాత్రమే షాపులు నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. అప్పట్లో పూర్వం అంటే రాజుగారి టైంలో అయితే కనుక కింద వరుసలోని అలాగే మీద వరుసలో కూడా షాపులు నిర్వహించేవారంట. ఇక్కడ ఫ్యాన్సీ ఆర్టికల్స్, అలాగే లేడీస్ ఆర్టికల్స్, అలాగే కళాఖండాలు, ముఖ్యంగా లేడీస్కి బాగా మంచి ఉపయోగపడే సామాన్లు బాగా దొరుకుతున్నాయండి. హ్యాండ్ బ్యాగులు, అలాగే చెవులకి పెట్టుకునేవి, అలాగే చేతి వేసుకునే గాజులు, అలంకరణ సామాగ్రి, మేకప్ సామాన్లు లాంటివి, అలాంటి అలంకరణ చేసుకోవడానికి మాత్రం చాలా సామాన్లు ఇక్కడ అద్భుతమైన సామాన్లు దొరుకుతున్నాయండి. ఈ మార్కెట్ సాధ్యమైనంత ఎక్కువగానే, అంటే ప్రతి షాపు మీకు చూపించాలనే నా ప్రయత్నం అండి. చూడండి, ఈ సాల్వలు ఉన్నాయి, అలాగే చీరలు ఉన్నాయి. చూడండి ఈ ఆర్కిటెక్చరు ఎంత అద్భుతంగా ఉందో. ఈయనేనండి మన హిస్టరీ గైడు. ఈయన పేరు పర్వీన్ బజాజ్. ఈయన గుర్తింపు పొందిన, భారత ప్రభుత్వం తరఫున గుర్తింపు పొందిన గైడ్ పర్వీన్ బజాజ్ గారికి నా ధన్యవాదాలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక గైడ్ ని తీసుకుందాము. మన రెడ్ ఫోర్ట్ దగ్గర ఉన్నాము. ఈయన ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసుకుంటారు, మనకి చాలా బాగా చెప్తారు. ఈయన ఇప్పుడు సార్ ప్లీజ్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ సార్.
My name is Parveen Bajaj. Okay. I will tell you history of this fort. Okay. And I will also tell you the lifestyle of Delhi people. Okay. Right? Okay. So shall I start?
Okay, sir. Yes. Start.
The now you are seeing that building. I see. That building was built by the British.
I see.
1858 British Army captured this fort. But British Army captured this fort that was built by the British Army. That is called Army Barracks. I see. Recently we let out this building, one business group, Dalmia Group. Nice. They are using this building museum as well as a restaurant. I see. The museum, this museum is not including the ticket of what they buy ticket from at the entrance. I see. That museum is apart from other museums. If you enter this museum, you will be charged for one museum 100 rupees, for two you will be charged 200 rupees. I see. Okay. Now you are seeing that building. That building was built by the Mughals. I see. By Shah Jahan. That building is called Drum House.
Drum House.
Yes, on arrival of the king, on departure of the king, for welcoming the king, drums were beaten from there at the time of kingdom.
I see.
Every fort must have drum house at the entrance. I see. Every house must have doorbell at the entrance. Without doorbell, house is incomplete, and without drum house, fort was incomplete at the time of kingdom. So just like a doorbell for the fort at the time of kingdom. Now I will show you architecture.
Okay, okay, sir.
Can you see red one building behind?
Yes, yes.
When you look at the building, you can see initial pillar, multiple pillars are behind. You can't see all the pillars. Why it is so? All columns are well straight, well aligned, and all arches are symmetrical. So I will show you all columns and arches from different angle. You will find all columns are well aligned, all arches symmetrical from every angle. On the way I will show you, then you will understand more.
Okay.
Now I'm going to start from the very beginning. The fort, when you enter, you saw two cannons at the entrance. Yes, where are the cannons are? That gate is known as Lahori Gate. Why that is called Lahori Gate? That gate is facing toward the side of Lahore. Lahore is the city of Pakistan. Before independence, India and Pakistan was same country. The emperor who built this fort is the same emperor who built Taj Mahal. He was born in Lahore, 1592, 5th January, and brought up in Lahore. The architect who designed this fort, their names are also Lahori. That's why he gave the name that gate Lahori Gate.
I see.
After Lahori Gate, you walk to market inside the fort. That market was built by the emperor for his royal ladies. Emperor did not want his royal ladies should go out of the fort for shopping. That's why he built that market. You notice one thing, that market is covered with a roof. That was the first market during Mughal period. The market was built covered. Otherwise, market was built open. Since it is covered with a roof, people start calling covered bazaar. You can say first mall of India.
I see.
So you notice one thing. So definitely you will ask me what was sold there that time. What ladies like today, jewelry, velvet, silk. These are the items were sold. That time luxury items were also sold. What are the luxury items? Silverware, goldware, gems, diamond, carpets. Now the business has changed. The market is still going on. This fort was built by Shah Jahan in 1648. It took 10 years to be built. 10 years. The real name of this fort is not Lal Killa, not that fort. When this fort was built, emperor gave the name of this fort is Qila Mubarak. In English we call auspicious fort. Seeing its red color, people start calling red fort, red fort. This became red fort because of its color. Now I'm going to tell you more important than this fort about Delhi people. What is our lifestyle? What mistakes we are making? Please don't make such mistakes. We learn from mistakes, then we become toppers. Delhi people are in the habit of taking dinner very late. By 10 o'clock, by 10:30, even 11 o'clock. And after dinner, we just sleep. You know what happened because of this? 44% Delhi people have become diabetic because of this lifestyle. Even their children. So I suggest you always take dinner as early as possible. And after dinner, you must walk. You will stay fit. Or if you are fit, then you are hit. My opinion is when we are 40, we should look 30. Then we are winners. When we are 40, we look 50, then we are losers. If you want to look younger than your age, try to take dinner as early as possible. And after dinner, you must walk. Now you see, all columns are well aligned. All arches from every angle. So that is called Diwane-Aam. In English, we call hall of public audience. Ordinary people are supposed to come up to this building, not beyond this building. So wherever you see, everything is symmetrical.
చూడండి ఈ స్తంభాలన్నీ కూడా చాలా
అన్ని ఒకే వరుసలో ఉంటాయట. మనం ఇందాక అక్కడి నుంచి చూసినప్పుడు, దూరం నుంచి చూసినప్పుడు ఒకటే స్తంభం కింద ఉన్నట్టు కనపడింది. అంటే అంత స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ గా ఇది అంత ఖచ్చితత్వంతో నిర్మాణం చేయబడింది అని చెప్తున్నారు. దివాన్ ఈ యామ్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటారంట దీన్ని. అంటే పబ్లిక్ ఆడియన్స్ హాల్ అట. అంటే ఎవరైనా మనకి రాజుగారికి ఏదైనా చెప్పుకోవడానికి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు దీనికి ఈ హాల్లో కూర్చొని మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు అనమాట. రాజుగారు మనకి ఇక్కడ ఈ హాల్లో కూర్చొని వినేవారని చెప్తున్నారు.
From here you can see all columns are well aligned, all
yes,
arches
yes.
20 from every angle.
చూడండి ఇక్కడ అన్ని కూడా బాగున్నాయి ఇక్కడ.
Thank you.
मैं आपको वीडियो में देखा.
Thank you my dear. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. So that is seat of the king.
I see.
That is made of white marble. Emperor come from backside, sits on the top. People come here with their grievances. Grievances were heard by the king sitting on the top.
I see.
Earlier there was no glass. You know what people did? People start climbing on it. They would have damaged it. Recently we had to put glass up. People should not touch it. So can you see instead of the canopy, green leaves, red flower inside, orange flower outside. They are not painted. They are not colors. They are stones like Taj Mahal.
I see.
What stones they are? Green is Malachi stone. Malachi stone was cut like leaves and we stuck there.
I see.
Red is ruby stone. Ruby stone was cut like flowers and we stuck there. Orange is cornelian. Cornelian stone was cut like flowers and we stuck there. In English we call inlay work. In Hindi we call meenakari. Same work done on Taj. Same work done here. Why it is so? This architect and Taj architect same. Their names are Lahori. That's why Emperor gave that gate name Lahori here.
I see.
You see one table is there. That is made of one single stone. Documents were kept there. Okay. So this building is called Diwane-e-Aam, Hall of Public Audience. Ordinary people supposed to come up to here, not beyond this building.
I see.
Right? Now I'm going to tell you why this fort was built. The emperor who built this fort, he lived in Agra fort. During summer, emperor used to go to Kashmir. Delhi was on way to Kashmir. It takes longer. If I move my capital from Agra to Delhi, it will be easier for me to move anywhere. And it will be easier for me to take care of kingdom also. That's why from Agra to Delhi. When he moved his capital from Agra to Delhi, he required a residence. Then he built this fort. He also built new capital. He gave the name of new capital is Shahjahanabad. Whenever Muslim kings build city, they use Bad. Aurangzeb, Aurangabad, Tughlaqaddin, Tughlaqabad, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Islamabad, Allahabad, Faridabad, Muradabad. Whenever Hindu kings build city, they use Pur. Uday Singh, Udaipur, Jai Singh, Jaipur, Rai Singh, Raipur, Jodh Singh, Jodhpur, Kanpur, Nagpur, Sholapur, Durgapur. Now kingdoms are over. Now Shahjahanabad is known as Old Delhi. You are in Old Delhi. Earlier Shahjahanabad at the time of Mughal period. When this fort was built, there was river behind it. Emperor used river water inside. Then installed fountains there. Why install fountains there? Not live in that palace. Emperor wanted to give comfort to the ladies wherever they are. That time there was no AC, no cooler. All fountains worked like air conditioners. So emperor wanted to give comfort to the ladies wherever they are. That's why he installed so many fountains outside of that building. So royal ladies live in that palace. That is called Diwane-e-Khas. Only special people are supposed to go there. Common people are not supposed to go there. So emperor used to sit there on throne. That throne looks like peacock. That's why people start calling peacock throne. Made of pure gold. That was embedded plenty of diamonds like Kohinoor. It took more than 7 years to craft peacock throne. Craftsmen come from Persia to craft peacock throne. More expensive than Taj Mahal. And it was so high, emperor had to get made one gold ladder to go up peacock throne. Unfortunately, peacock throne was carried away from there. 1739, 10th of May. Later on, Nadir Shah got the peacock throne melted. That's why history consider him as a plunderer, not a king. There is a water channel inside. There is a water channel inside center of the building. Why water channel inside center of the building? That time there was no AC, no cooler. Emperor wanted to give comfort to the ladies even inside. So that's why he made water channel inside to make the palace cool. Since this water channel makes the palace cool, that's why people start calling stream of paradise, canal of paradise.
Right.
So wherever you go, water channel goes everywhere in the fort. This fort and Taj were built simultaneously. This fort took 10 years, Taj took 22 years. You see that rooms? You can see that room. That rooms belongs to Royal Ladies Palace. So always emperor always gave rooms to the ladies, river facing room, so that ladies could pass on time seeing river. That time there was no mobile, no Instagram, no Facebook. Ladies pass on time seeing river. So you can, that is emperor living room. You can see some colors are there. Because of color, this is called Palace of Color. Right? So this water channel goes everywhere in the fort, wherever you go.
I see.
That way leads to river. Whenever emperor wanted to go to Agra,
I
just
see.
from stairs, by taking boat, he used to go to Agra.
I see.
When this fort was built, river was just behind. Now river has changed its course. That river is known as Jamuna River.
I see.
So this way leads to river. When British army was about to capture this fort, 20th Mughal emperor was Bahadur Shah Jafar. He had to escape by this way. Later on, Bahadur Shah Jafar had to surrender in front of British army. So that is called Diwane Khas. Khas means special people. Only special people are supposed to come. Common people not supposed to come here. All special meetings were held under this building, sitting on throne. That throne looks like peacock. So peacock throne was made of pure gold. That was embedded plenty of diamonds. So it took more than 7 years to crown peacock throne. Unfortunately, now it is not here since that was carried away by Nadir Shah. So earlier there was gold on ceiling in this building. There was gold on ceiling. It is believed when British army left this fort, they took away gold from here. Some gold is still here. I'll show you.
The gold only that.
Yes, you can see still gold is on ceiling.
I see.
It is believed when British army left this fort, they took away gold from there. So they are the same stone which I told you earlier. Semi-precious stones. Orange cornelian, green malachi, reddish ruby, blue lapis lazuli. This work is called meenakari. In English we call inlay work.
Okay.
You can see here some stones are missing here. Why some stones are missing? Our visitors have become now Nadir Shah. They start taking stone from here. So that's why I request the visitors, when you come here, please don't spoil this building. Don't spoil this building. So I request the visitors with folded hand, please don't spoil this building. So you can see one table is there. Why we have put one table there? To identify the location where the peacock throne was.
Right.
Now it is not there, unfortunately. That's why we have put one table there to identify the location where the peacock throne was. Outside, when they go inside, they do the same thing. That's why we don't allow visitors to go inside. So once again, I request the visitors, please don't spoil anything. So you can see people are spoiling here.
Yes.
So that is called hammam. Hammam is royal bath. In modern language, you can say spa. So you might have heard about one soap named hammam soap. So that was the most popular soap, most expensive soap too. So they took brand name from here. Why they took brand name from here? When people will take bath with hammam soap, they will feel proud. We are like royal people, like rich people. In modern language, you can say spa. So there is a water channel inside. So this water channel everywhere goes, everywhere in the fort. Since this water channel makes the palace cool, that's why people start calling stream of paradise. You can see that rooms were Royal Ladies Palace. Ladies always given rooms, river facing room. So winds come straight away in such rooms earlier. So center room is a emperor room and this is for children room.
I see.
So that is called Moti Masjid. That was built by Aurangzeb. When Shah Jahan decided my elder son will become king, elder son was Dara Shikoh. Aurangzeb dethroned his father. Then he took his father from here. Then he took his father from here to Agra Fort, where he imprisoned father there. Aurangzeb also beheaded all three brothers. They should not become kings. Aurangzeb ruled more than 57 years. Aurangzeb lived in Maharashtra. So to suppress Marathas. Aurangzeb also kept on chasing Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj 19 years, but he could not hold Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Aurangzeb also imprisoned Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in Agra Fort in 1666 in the month of May. In 1666 in the month of August, Chhatrapati Shivaji escaped from there with his son. His son was with him. His son was with Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. His son name is Shambhaji Maharaj. Shambhaji Maharaj was just 9 years old when Chhatrapati Shivaji escaped from there. He went to Mathura. When he went to Mathura, he asked somebody, I'm leaving my son with you. You
I
take
see.
care of my son. So later on, Chhatrapati Shivaji spread rumors no more. So people should not follow my son. People should follow me. That's why Chhatrapati Shivaji spread rumors. My son is no more. So Aurangzeb built this mosque so that he could say prayer even in midnight. The door of the mosque is copper plated.
I see.
This mosque is called Moti Masjid. In English, we call Pearl Mosque. This was built by Aurangzeb for his personal use. Aurangzeb wanted to say prayer even in midnight. That's why he built that mosque.
I see.
We have 2 months of monsoon months. And there we call them Saman Bhado. In English, we call June, July. When it is June, royal family kept on sitting there in season. So when it is June, royal family kept on sitting there for enjoying rainy months. And in Hindi we call Saman. In English we call June. So royal family kept on sitting there for enjoying rainy months. Rain should not come from this side. They built wall on this side. There is a wall there. And rain should not come from this side. When it is July, when it is Bhado, rain start coming from this side. They will get wet. They moved in that white building.
I see.
So that's why this is called June. That is called July. This is called Saman. That is called Bhado.
June, July.
Yes. So this garden is very important garden. This garden is known as life-saving garden. In Urdu we call Hayat Baksh garden. Hayat means life. Baksh means gives life to the people. Earlier so many herbs, so many flowers, so many fruits. Definitely you will ask me what are the herbs, what are the flowers. You know ashwagandha. Everybody knows ashwagandha is good. What for that is good, that's why I'm telling you. So later on you can use ashwagandha. If you take just 1 gram with milk, with empty stomach, your hair will not turn grey before time. You will not lose your hair. Ashwagandha good for stress, good for mind, good for sleep, good for blood. We have 2 cells in our blood, red or white, that maintain both cells. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. When ashwagandha is also given to the children, those children are for height also.
I see.
You can just give 1 gram to the children, just 2-3 months with empty stomach, 1 gram with milk, and they will grow up better. Good for height. I'm also taking ashwagandha for the last 2 years. Why I'm taking ashwagandha? Every day I have to move like this. Every day I have to move 4 to 5 hours. I want more supplements. That's why I'm taking ashwagandha for the last 2 years. You know Triphala? You know Triphala?
Yes, I know.
Generally people know Triphala is good. Yes.
I heard.
Generally people know Triphala is good. What for that is good, I'm going to tell you. Generally people know Triphala is good for constipation. This is that is grown here.
Yes, I also heard it like that.
Yes, that is grown here.
I see.
So now I'm going to tell you more than this. Generally people know Triphala is good for constipation. In India, when ladies become 31, 32, 71, 72% is suffer from thyroid. So Triphala keeps away this problem of such benefits. Triphala good for heart, good for liver, good for kidney, good for eyes. There will be no cataract. And Triphala is a king of medicine. And Triphala is anti-aging too. When you become 60, you will feel I'm 20. I'm taking Triphala for the last 30 years. You can see I'm not using glasses. You can see one lady is there. You see one is there. One man is going towards that. That's why my eyes are good because of Triphala.
I see.
But who will not take Triphala? Pregnant lady cannot take Triphala. So Triphala washes your stomach. Ladies have to be careful that during that period. But Triphala is very bitter taste. If your willpower is strong, if you want to stay young longer than others, you can start taking Triphala. So whenever you start taking Triphala, you can start taking Triphala in the night. After dinner, just half spoon with lukewarm water. But be careful, pregnant lady will not take. If you forget to take Triphala in the night, then you can take also Triphala before going to washroom in the morning. And just less than half spoon. If you take more than half spoon, then you will keep on standing in the toilet. So that's why be careful. Then later on you will say the guide misguided me. So whenever you start taking Triphala, less than half spoon with lukewarm water. You see that building?
Yes, yes.
The last and 20 Mughal emperor was Bahadur Shah Jafar. He was the last and 20 Mughal. He lived in that palace. He was arrested. Why he was arrested? He was leading mutiny. He was fighting against British. He was arrested and he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Later on he was exiled to Myanmar, where he died of paralysis. He was having 3 sons. All his 3 sons were executed by British army. Then Mughal dynasty is finished. So earlier Mughal structures were here. Earlier Mughal structures were here. In place of Mughal structures, all buildings built by the British. They are called army barracks. So British Army lived in this building up to independence.
I see.
When India got freedom, British Army had to go. Then Indian Army started living. When it is 2002, we requested UNESCO, you give this fort World Heritage Monument status. The UNESCO refused. UNESCO, Indian Army should vacate. Also had to go in 2002. Why Indian Army vacate? We get funds from the UNESCO for maintenance purpose. That's why Indian Army also had to go in 2002. After 2002, all buildings were lying abandoned. They were becoming rubbles. They were not being used properly.
I see.
When Mr. Modi started coming 14, 15, 16, on seeing this building, Mr. Modi said, I'm very sorry, all buildings are lying abandoned. They are not being used properly. Then Mr. Modi suggested all buildings should be reused. Recently, we restored them. We converted them into museums. Now they are museums as per visitors' tickets. So left side you can see that building that is dedicated to last Mughal Empire. Right side you can see that building that is dedicated to Jallianwala Bagh history.
I see.
One more building is here that is dedicated to Subhash Chandra Bose history. Why Subhash Chandra Bose history is here? INA soldiers were in prison here. Who were the soldiers? Shahnawaz Khan, Gurbachan Singh Dhillon, Sehgal, they were in prison here. And they were tried here also. And who defended them? Jawaharlal Nehru, Kaju, Desai Asawari. Gandhi was assassinated, got here.
I see.
So his trial took place here. When he was trial, his trial was under lock and key. What statement he made, nobody knows. The judge who did justice, he said when Nathuram Godse was making statement, everybody was very emotional. If jury is there, Nathuram Godse would have not been hanged to death.
I see.
So kindly come aside. Now I will show you all entry points of the museum. So visitors should not ask anybody. Here you see people are standing there. People can see last Mughal Emperor history. See, here you see one security man is there. 2 Jallianwala Bagh history. Third building Subhash Chandra Bose history. Fourth building is a cafeteria. Behind this building there is a washroom there.
I see.
So the area of this fort is 6 acres. One more fort that is in Agra, where Shah Jahan lived. That is 94 acres. That is in D shape, D4 Delhi. This is an octagonal shape. Before making this tour over, I want to give you one more information.
Okay.
My top priority is fitness. I wish you keep smiling and you miss me forever. So when you are going to sleep at night, do put 2 drops of almond oil in each nostril. Since my priority is fitness. So that's why I wish you keep smiling. So when you are going to sleep at night, do put 2 drops of almond oil in each nostril. Immensely benefits. Your nose will never get blocked. No sneezing, no headache, no dementia, no epilepsy, no brain hemorrhage, no thyroid. Your hair will not turn grey before time. You will not lose your hair. Your memory will sharpen. You will have sound sleep. No high blood pressure, no blood pressure. When you start taking Tripla, there will be no blood pressure.
I see.
And no cataract. If you put 2 drops of almond, your visibility of your eyes will stable. That will not deteriorate again. Your teeth will become stronger. There will be no neck pain. No Parkinson's. No Parkinson's. If you put 2 drops of belly button, your lips will not become dry. Your heel will not become rough. So why I am telling you all these things? Since birth, my nose blocked. Every day I kept on sneezing. Every day I had to take painkiller. Left side headache, right side headache. Since I started putting 2 drops of almond oil, headache is gone forever. Nose blocking is 50-60% better. Sneezing is also 50-60% better. If you give 2 drops to pregnant lady in her warm milk, her delivery will become normal. So this is what I wanted to tell you. If I said anything wrong, I say sorry. I apologize to you. Thank you very much. If you like this, please do like this. Okay. And you can subscribe this channel. Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Parveen Bajaj. Okay. Thank you very much.
Tell me, sir.
So if ladies have a thyroid, so instead of using almond oil, they should use anu oil. Anu oil is being used for the centuries. But please don't stop the medicine. Those ladies who are using, those ladies who are taking medicine for thyroid, please don't stop the medicine. You keep on using 2 drops of anu oil in each nostril. Okay. And you please don't stop the medicine. Medicine will continue. If you don't use anu oil in your nostril, your thyroid will be out of control. Otherwise, doctor will make your medicine stronger. So I suggest the ladies, please don't stop the medicine. you keep on using 2 drops in each nostril. Anu oil. Anu oil is being used for the last centuries. So even I also use anu oil. I don't have thyroid. My wife also use anu oil. We don't have thyroid. The person who is having headache, thyroid, they can use anu oil. Anu oil is being used for the last centuries. So this is what I wanted to tell you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఈయన చాలా బాగా చెప్పారండి, గైడ్ చక్కగా వివరించారు, అన్ని కూడా చెప్పారు. ఈయనకి నేను ఒక నా హార్ట్ఫుల్ నమస్కారాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. కాబట్టి మీరు ఈ ఛానల్ చూసిన తర్వాత, ఈ వీడియో చూసిన తర్వాత మన ఛానల్ గోదావరి కాకినాడ ట్రావెల్ అండ్ వ్లాగ్స్ ఛానల్ను సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. ఈ వీడియో నచ్చితే మీరు లైక్ చేయండి, అంతేకాకుండా మీ బంధువులకి మిత్రులకి షేర్ చేయండి. నమస్కారం.
ఇది ఎర్రకోటలోని మ్యూజియం అండి. గౌన్ ఆఫ్ బహదూర్ షా జాఫర్.